Give me just a few minutes, guys, and I'm going to show you why your brain is basically like this pissed off ex who keeps texting you at 3 a.m. just to dig up everything you've ever done wrong, every single mistake you've ever made, and keeps shoving it in your face. And all you're trying to do is just get through your fucking day. You want to be more positive, feel lighter, be a better man, a dad, a better husband. Yeah, no shit. But right now it's like every time you try to breathe, your own mind fucking tackles you. You didn't end up here because you're lazy or weak or broken. You got here because your nervous system has adapted to a world that made safety feel like a trap, something that you could never trust. And now, even when nothing's actually wrong, your body is still bracing for impact. You see, you're not actually just a negative person. You might be stuck in survival mode, and no one ever taught you how to come out of that. But you're about to walk away from this with something no book, no guru, no fucking Instagram reel could ever give you. Clarity. You're going to see why all of your self-help has been like trying to duct tape a bullet wound. You're going to see why the thing that you call your personality is probably just an old defense mechanism that has been calcified. And most of all, you're going to feel, maybe for the first time in a long time, that you're not alone. That someone finally gets it. But you're also not off the hook. You've been waiting to get better, guys. This is a wake-up punch. Okay? Punch to the fucking throat. So let's go. You ever notice how you can be sitting in your car at the dinner table, watching TV, just with the family hanging out? Everything is fine on paper. You've got a decent income, beautiful house, a family that fucking loves you, even a damn gym membership. Yet your stomach's tight, your jaw's locked, and there's that constant low-key pressure. Like something's about to go wrong. That's not just negative thinking. That's the echo of your childhood screaming in the background. And you've just gotten used to calling it stress. You lash out at your wife over nothing. You zone out when your kids want to play. You fantasize about disappearing into some version of your life where nobody needs you, where you can just breathe. And then you shame spiral. Because deep down you think, what the hell is wrong with me? I should be happy. Why can't I just be happy? Why can't I just be normal? The answer is so simple, it's going to piss you off. Your nervous system just does not trust peace. Plain and simple. It never learned how. So every time things slow down, you unconsciously create chaos. You pick fights, you overwork, you binge, you scroll until your eyes bleed. And all the while, the negative thoughts keep coming. Not because you're just a miserable person, but because somewhere inside, you decided that staying on guard was safer than getting hurt again. Guys, real quick, there's a link down below in the description of this video for a free call with me, okay? It's not a pitch, not some sort of crazy sales funnel, just a space where we can actually unravel the knot that you've been pretending isn't there. If anything I'm saying makes your chest tighten a little bit, click it now, okay? Let's have a time to just two men talk shit, okay? Now, let me ask you something brutal. If you keep waking up to the same negative voice in your head day after day, what is it going to cost you in 6 months? What is it going to cost you in a year? 5 years? Your marriage? Your health? Your kids looking at you like a ghost? You can already start to see those signs, can't you? Things are starting to go in that direction, aren't they? And here's the truth that most people are not going to say. Negative thinking is not a problem. It's a symptom. The problem is the unresolved pain that you never identified, that you never got to bring to light. In your brain, it's just doing its job. It's trying to protect you from every feeling, from ever feeling helpless again. Do you remember when you were a kid and you had no control? Maybe someone hurt you. Maybe someone ignored you. Maybe you had to perform. You had to be perfect, quiet, invisible, or the little man of the house at fucking 8 years old. And that's where it started. You didn't choose it, but it became the blueprint. Now you filter everything through that. So when your wife doesn't respond the way that you want her to, it feels like rejection, like something feels off. And when someone tries to get close to you or love you, it feels like a trap. And that's the chain. Those repetitive thoughts trigger certain emotions, and those emotions trigger a defense. And that type of defensive thinking becomes a habit. Habits become your identity if they're repeated enough. You want to know why positivity, just thinking positive through this doesn't stick? It's because you're trying to put fresh paint on a house that has a rotting foundation. You have to go to the basement first. You have to get real about the story that you built to survive. The story that says, if I stay hard, nothing can hurt me. But brother, it's already hurting you every single day, slowly, quietly. It's a certain death by self-abandonment. You don't even know what you need anymore. You just know that nothing feels like enough. So you chase the next win, the next dopamine hit, the next woman, the next deal. And then what? You lay in bed at night with your heart racing, wondering why the fuck you still feel empty. You try to distract yourself or fix yourself, even punish yourself. But have you ever tried loving that scared little boy underneath the armor? Yeah, I said love. Not a word that you probably use much, but I'll tell you something most men never hear. Your pain makes sense. The way you adapted makes sense. And it's not your fault. But it is your responsibility now. No one else is coming to rescue you. That version of you who learned to survive, he saved your life. But he can't build the one that you actually are trying to have. The one that you actually want. And that's your job now. To retrain your body to feel safe and calm. You have to stop expecting pain just because it's familiar, and you have to stop calling yourself a negative person when what you really are is unhealed. You can't think your way out of this. You have to feel your way through it. You have to sit with those uncomfortable feelings that you've been dodging with achievement and control and porn and pretending. That's where the freedom is. Taking the mask off. Every negative thought is a flare signal. It's saying, hey, something still hurts down here. And you've been ignoring that signal for decades. Look, I know you've read the books, you've done the routines, you've watched the videos, you're a smart, fucking intelligent guy, but intelligence isn't healing. Strategy isn't surrender. At some point, you have to stop playing chess with your own pain and let it break open. That's not weakness. That's power that most men never touch. They never have the courage to go there. You want to stop being so negative? Then stop avoiding the grief. Stop skipping the rage. Stop bypassing the shame. What you resist will persist. Go into it, or it will keep owning you. You'll keep thinking you're just an angry person. That's just who I am. That's my personality. I have a short fuse. Or I'm just a checked out guy, a cold guy. I'm stoic. I'm a stoic masculine man. You're not. You're a good man who had to shut off parts of himself to survive. And now those parts are leaking through in all of the wrong places. This is the work, guys. It's not about fixing anything. It's not about optimizing anything. It's about remembering. Remembering who you are. It's about reconnecting with the truth of who you are. It's about reclaiming That part of you, the soul, the man underneath all of the survival patterns, all of the programming, all of the old lies. And I promise you, when you do that, when you learn to sit in stillness without flinching, to feel joy without fear, to let someone love you without the need to self-sabotage, that's when the thoughts change. Not because you forced them to, but because you finally felt safe enough to think something new. You want to be more positive, earn it. Not by faking it, but by actually healing. And if you don't know how to start, you don't have to figure it out alone, guys. Remember, I talked about a link that's in the description for a free call with me. Because the cost of doing nothing isn't just your own sanity. It's everything and everyone that you love watching you fade behind your own armor. So schedule that free call, guys. Just two men talking shit and getting to know one another. And I'll give you a little bit of help, some advice. Create a safe space for you to be real, for you to be vulnerable. I don't know you. You don't know me. What's there to be afraid of? Guys, if something in this video hits something real in you, then I want you to watch the next one that pops up right here, okay? It's going to show you why your anger isn't the real problem. It's the buried grief underneath. So let's go a little bit deeper, and I'll see you on the call.